Hi guys, my name is Steve B. I wanna talk about staying sober for today. I got my new hat. I love it. I lost my old one, the black one, and so I ordered this one, and it finally came. But glad to come to you guys today on this day before Labor's Day. Today is August 31st, last day of the month. It's kind of almost like say goodbye to summer. The weather here where I live is freaking beautiful. It's just beautiful. 68 or whatever, that's awesome. For me, that's just right. It doesn't have to get any hotter. It doesn't have to get any colder. If stay at 68, I'd be happy. But anyway, how you guys doing today? You want to stay sober for today, and I'm gonna stay sober for today. You could do it with me. I'm happy to be here at the park to talk to you guys about staying sober for today. And let's talk a little bit about when I worked. I was a construction laborer, and I was a construction laborer uh, for 32 years. 32 years I was a construction laborer, and I've been sober now for 6 years. So I'm very, very happy. Sobriety it suits me just fine. I'm happy with it. I'm glad that I'm sober. I'm glad that I can try to help other people today. Been sober for quite a long time, one day at a time, of course. And when that's what today is. Today is just one day. And but anyway, like I said, I was a construction laborer, so Labor Day. When I was working construction, we used to get the day off, which was nice. So we had a nice weekend, an extra day off. But we didn't get paid for it. I think they took a lot of pleasure in not paying us for having Labor Day off, even though we were laborers, and even even though that was our name, and we didn't get that day off with pay. We got it off, but without pay. And I don't know. Apparently, the union, years before had decided to take away the holidays, and Labor Day was a holiday. And it was nice to have a day off, and I took it, of course. But it was like, yeah, happy being a laborer. I'm glad now that I'm a laborer. Sober retired for 6 years. Been retired for 6 years, and I love it. I love doing what I want. I love, being able to wake up when I want, being able to do the things I want, being able to go where I want or not go where I want. And one thing I always do is go to a meeting. I don't care if it's Labor Day, Christmas, New Year's, Easter. I don't care what it is. Go to a meeting. Go to a meeting. I need a meeting every day. And I was talking to my son about that, and he says, "Yeah, you go to meetings all the time." I said, "Yes, every freaking single day of the year, with the exception of maybe a day or two. I doesn't hurt me. Doesn't hurt me. Having all those days. I call it having days in the bank. I got all those days in the bank, and I'll tell you what, I'm happy I do. Um, it's a one day at a time thing, but going to a meeting every day becomes a habit, becomes a fantastic habit. And I'm here to tell you that that habit works. And if you're in the habit of drinking every day or using every day, please try clean and sober every day. Try that. That's a nice habit to have, to do, to learn. And how do you do it? You do it one day at a time. And if you haven't done it yet, start today. Today is the right time to start. You know, the Lord Jesus had a scripture that said, "Today is the right time. Now is the time of salvation. Right now, do it now. Do it today." And if you have a hard time staying sober, then the Lord will help you. People like me, if you have our number, or if you want to come go to a meeting and I happen to be there, I want to be an example to the one that wants to get sober because I'm an alcoholic, although a recovering one. You know, I've been recovering now going on 33 years, one day at a time. You know, and it's a wonderful thing to do for yourself. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for your family, but mostly yourself. You do it for yourself, and you can't lose. You can't lose. You know, sobriety is a thing you can have, and I will say it's a thing to be desired because if you don't have it, you know, and you start living a day at a time sober, you know, it's fantastic. There's nothing better, nothing better. And guys, I'm here. I'm here to share my experience and strength and hope with you. And if a guy like me could do it, then you could do it too. I promise you. I promise you. If I could do it, you could do it. Because I'm nothing special. I'm special in God's eyes, but you know, as far as the world and stuff, you know, there's a song that I heard the other day by a Christian group, and he says, "I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody about somebody to save my soul. Ever since he rescued me, he gave my heart a song to sing. Now I'm ready to tell the whole world about Jesus." You know, and and that's kind of like what I share with you guys. You know, I'm sharing sobriety and clean and sober, but if you want some added help, you know they used to say higher power. They still say higher power. I still say higher power because you know it's kind of programmed, but I also say God. My higher power is God. My higher power is Jesus. And I'm here to tell you that you know He can do the same thing to you that He's done for me, and He will, can and will. Um, I'm having a good day. I did my 4 mile walk, you know, and it feels good. It feels good to walk on a beautiful, not the least bit hot, nice breeze. You know, it's fantastic, fantastic day to walk. Fantastic day to have this video with you guys. Fantastic day to get sober. You know, start today. If you're having a hard time and you can't do it today. You could do it today. Um, it says in our literature anybody could stay sober for a day. Stay sober today, and then when tomorrow comes, it'll be a brand new day, and stay sober on that day. I'm telling you, it works. It works. It's foolproof. When you do it with God, you will stay sober. You will be happy. It's just a different kind of life. I mean, you're not living life on alcohol's terms. You're living or the devil. You're living life on life's terms, and that's the way that it was meant to be lived. It was meant to be lived life on life's terms. And another you know another thing that they say a lot: live life on life's terms. And when you get clean and sober, that's what you do. Yeah, that's what you do. You know. What are you guys up to today? You doing anything on this holiday weekend? I don't ever feel like I have to do anything on a holiday or be it whatever. I don't care what the holiday is. I don't have to do anything special. I'm retired. I could do whatever I want every day of the week. But I try to do things that are going to be conducive to living a good life. And I try. I'm at the place now where if I screw up, you know, then I can get back on the horse by doing the next right thing, getting back on the horse and trying again. You know, if you fall, get up. You fall off the horse, get back on. You know, and I'm here to tell you that it can be done. You know, you too can be clean and sober. And if you do the right thing on a daily basis, man, before you know it, you'll be an old timer like me, 68 and still kicking. No desire to drink. No desire to drink whatsoever. I don't want to drink today, and that's all I care about. The the park is so quiet today. I'm walking around the thing, and I'm thinking, whoa, it is quiet. But that's okay. I like quiet. Quiet represents peace. When I first got sober, I was like, what is all this freaking, what is this? It was uncomfortable because I wasn't used to it. I was used to chaos. And lo and behold, I found that I could get used to quiet too, and I think that's the way life was meant to be lived. So, today my days are nice and peaceful and quiet and simple. I try not to complicate things because I can do that up in my head. I can do that in my head. And here again, if I screw up, I can get back on and try again. This is the day that the Lord hath made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. What do I always say? I always say the date. It's August 31st, last day of August, 2025. August 31st, 2025. And it is a beautiful day the Lord gave us. This is the day that the Lord hath made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. And happy to be with you guys today. I love doing this stuff. I love doing the same thing over and over and over and over again because I don't know, it gives me structure. I've talked to you guys many times about me having OCD. I'm a guy that has OCD, so I spend a lot of time worrying about crap that doesn't matter, and trying. It gives. I was talking to somebody yesterday about that very thing, and I think having that structure, having that like the idea of things are going in a particular order is good for me because when I was a kid, I felt like very unsafe all the time. The house I grew up in, I always felt unsafe. I always felt like, okay, I got a couple of parents that make me feel like the whole world's going to fall apart any second. And God, they fought every day. They yelled and screamed at each other, and for a kid, that's horrific. That's why I grew up so nervous and scared. And finally, when I got off on my own, discovered alcohol. It's like, here's the remedy. Alcohol's a remedy, and now the remedy is recovery and God. Not in that order. God and recovery. I like to say that God led me to the program, and the program led me to God. And today I wouldn't do a day, I wouldn't do a minute, a second without God. I'm happy that He's with me every day. I'm happy that He's shown me a better life. I'm 68 years old, and I'm healthy from head to toe. And I'm not bragging, guys. I'm just saying that if you come to Him, He's gonna put a hedge of protection around you, and nothing is gonna be able to hurt you. I love that fact. I love the fact that nothing could hurt me unless God allows it to, and He won't allow it to. I'm a child of God. Not a religious person whatsoever, but I love Jesus. God has, He has done for me what I could not do for myself, and I'm happy about that. It's fantastic, fantastic. And I wouldn't trade this way of life for anything in the world. Labor Day, what am I gonna do? Probably nothing. Maybe I'll watch the ball game if it's on. I want to watch the ball game later today. It's on tonight. But here's the thing. Yeah, I can if I want, or I don't have to if I don't want to. Like I said, my options are many. I can do whatever I want. And today I don't want to do much. I want to relax and be at peace. I want to be at peace with God and be at peace with humanity, and especially myself. Not more than God, but God first, then myself, then people. Because if I don't have me, I have nothing. If I don't have me, I have nothing. So thank God that I have me today, and I have God. I have people in my life too, and I haven't seen the whole picture of today, but I not only hope, but I pray that today goes well. I ask Him in the beginning of the day, God help me through the day, and He does, He does, and He will, and He'll do the same thing for you, guys. I'm here to tell you, He will do the same thing for you, and lo and behold, He will. Anyway, thank you for checking in with me today, and it's been my pleasure. And with that, please give me a like and subscribe, and leave a comment. Love to talk to you. Love to share with you. I love to chat if you feel like doing that. God bless you all. Love you.